everyone, welcome to West Ham Fan TV's Big Match Preview, backed by Ladbrokes. I'm Scotty Colley and tonight I'm previewing the West Ham versus Tottenham game, 8 o'clock kickoff, Friday night at the London Stadium. The last London derby, or our last London derby of the season, and it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a really, really good one. Tottenham at the moment, great vein of form, won 9 in 9 in the Premier League, lost one of their last 6 and that was a 4-2 defeat FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. Last time out they turned over Arsenal 2-0. They're North London rivals. I think they've got 4 clean sheets on the spin in the league. It's going to be a tough game. But London derbies, you never can tell. The players are going to be up for it. The fans are going to be up for it. I expect the London Stadium to be rocking on a Friday night. And whether Noble plays or whether he's in that dressing room, he's going to get them players pumped for that game. As we know, West Ham boy, he's going to know what this means. He's going to want to win as much as everyone else. And he's going to get the lads fired up for this one. So I expect a very, very top-class game. Obviously, our form at the moment, we've turned it around a little. 3 clean sheets in our last 4. 4 games unbeaten. The only downside is we've only won 1 of our last 6 at home. So hopefully we can make that 2. As I said, you never can tell with these London derbies. Last time the two sides met, it was 3-2 defeat at White Hart Lane. We threw it away, didn't we? Leading 2-1, going into the last 5 minutes. Poor bit of defending, poor bit of goalkeeping. Harry Kane sticks away the equaliser. And then, a rash challenge by Nordveit gives away a penalty for Tottenham to go on and win it 3-2. But in the game overall, I thought we were the better side. We played really well. And even then, Tottenham were in a good vein of form. So you never can tell. As I said, London derbies, sometimes form can go right out the window. Our record against Spurs, we've won 2 of our last 6, drawing 1 and lost 3. Obviously, last time the two sides met at Upton Park, we run out 1-0 winners, which, stopped Tottenham, started the rot that set in to stop Tottenham going on to try and push for the top 2 in the Premier League last season. So why can't we do it again? Why can't we go out there, get the victory, stop them challenging Chelsea for the top of the table? But as I said, it's going to be a very, very tough game. When we look at injury-wise, obviously we've got doubts over Carroll, Sakho and Masuaku. Carroll, we don't know what's going on. 1 minute we're hearing he's going to be available. Next minute it's like we get to match day and he's not. Sakho, God only knows. I'm hoping Masuaku is fit. He's playing very well at the moment. I think him going off against Stoke was a bit of a blow for us. But we have got a good player in Aaron Cresswell to come in if he's not available. Tottenham, they're without Lamela and Winks. And they're I think they've got a 50-50 over Danny Rose as well. So we'll have to wait and see with that one. Danger men-wise, as I said, Tottenham are playing very, very well at the moment. They're probably one of the best footballing sides I've seen in the Premier League over the last couple of seasons. And they're going to be a danger. Harry Kane, top goal scorer, 21 goals this season so far. England's top striker. Very, very good player. He's got that knack of being in the right place at the right time. As you see when we played him the last time, he's one of them players that instinctively knows where the ball's going to drop. So he's obviously a danger. Like scoring against us, like Lukaku did, but we kept him quiet with this new shape and this new formation. So what's to say that we can't do it this time? Dele Alli, hot property in the midfield. He's probably one of the best on-form midfielders in the league this season. He chips in with goals. He's a very creative player, but sometimes he has that little hot-headedness about him. So, again, he's another one we need to keep quiet. The other player I'm picking out of Tottenham's squad is Christian Eriksen. Most assists for him, for them in the Premier League this season. Probably not had the best of seasons by his standards, but a danger from set pieces. So he's another one we need to keep an eye on. Tottenham have got a very, very good midfield. Obviously, they've got Dembele, who'll more than likely be on the bench for this one. I expect Tottenham to line up a 4-2-3-1 formation. Obviously, with Kane leading the line. Playing behind him will be Son, Ali and Eriksen. Their defence is playing very well at the moment. As I said, 4 clean sheets on the spin they've got. So they're going to be a very, very tough side to break down. But, as I said, London derby, I think we can do it. I expect us to line up sort of the same. Obviously, continuing with a three at the back. Adrian carrying on in goal. He didn't do nothing wrong against Stoke. He didn't have a lot to do, but the shots that he had at him, he dealt with them really well. He commanded his box. He looks the old Adrian. He looks back to, he seemed to have got a bit more confidence about him. Maybe being out of the side, he's got himself back in. He wants another contract. Let's hope that his form continues and he does well against Spurs. The back three have been absolutely superb. Ginger Collins, Winston Reid and Jose Font, they've been solid at the back, and as I said, they're putting their bodies on the line. They're getting there for everything. They've kept Lukaku quiet against Everton, and his form against West Ham, 9 in 9 or 8 in 8, whatever it was, they kept him quiet. Kane again, he's a top goal scorer alongside him in the Premier League, alongside Lukaku in the Premier League this season. So, why can't we keep these players quiet? On the left, maybe where the change comes into the side. Obviously, if Masuaku's not fit, Creswell will take his place. A good player coming in. Creswell, he ain't had the best of seasons, but you don't become a poor player overnight. So, he's a good replacement to have if Masuaku isn't fit. I think Fernandes will keep his place on the right, even though Byram's back fully fit. But I think Fernandes will keep his place. He's done okay. He's not, the best defensive player, but he works up and down that wing. He gives us something a bit creative. Nordveit is playing a holding midfield role. He's not put a foot wrong in the last few games that he's played. So, it would be hard to justify dropping him for this one. And then I think playing that three at the back, he gives that bit of protection. The big question again is, do we bring Noble back? I said this against Stoke. Does he come back into the side? As I said, whether he's playing or whether he's in the dressing room, he's going to be pumped and he's going to get the players pumped for this game because it's a big, big one. Does he come back in? Personally, I don't think there's any justification for him to come back in. The guys in the midfield have been playing well, but you never know. As I said, he is the captain. He's a West Ham boy. But I just think the form of Nordveit, Quixote and Lanzini has been enough to keep them in the side. Cech was man in the match against Stoke. Box to box, winning the ball back, nicking the ball, chances, creating chances. So I think he's got to continue in that midfield. And obviously Lanzini picks himself. He is the man we need to start building our team around. He's our most creative player. When Bilic moved him up top in that crazy substitutions that he had against Stoke, it wasted his talent. He's got to be in that midfield. We've got to give him the ball because he causes teams problems. And even if they try and double up on him, they've got Quixote running at them. As I said, Nordveit gives them that bit of protection. The change, if any, I think, so long as either or both of them are fit enough, will be Kaleri dropping out. His work rate's good. He holds up the ball, but we lack that cutting edge. And Carroll or Sacco will give us that bit of cutting edge. As much as everyone, I want Kaleri to score. I really want him to, but how many chances we give Zaza to go out there and do it? Carroll, we know what we get. Sacco, we know what we get, and they're a bit more potent in front of goal than Kaleri. So I think if there's a change, if one of them two are fit enough, that's where it'll be. Andre Ayew, he'll probably play up top. He deserves to. Again, I thought against Stoke he had a very good game. I was shocked when he got took off. I think he was shocked when he turned around and realised it was him coming off. He looked our most dangerous, player. He looked like the one most likely to score against Stoke. So, he's in a bit of form. He's playing well. So hopefully he can pop up with a chance. Prediction-wise, this is going to be a very, very tough one to predict. I'm not the greatest with predictions. It's going to be tough. My heart tells me that we're going to go on and get a victory. But my head's telling me it's going to be a very tough game. Maybe Spurs might nick it. So I'm going to sit on the fence and go for a goal-scoring draw. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think your predictions will be. The starting lineups. Again, I asked the question last week, does Noble return to the side, especially as it's a London derby, or do we stick to the same with the midfield? Do you think Jonathan Kaleri deserves another chance up top? We'll have to wait and see. As I said, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching the preview. Check out all our other videos, as we ain't got no fixtures game over the weekend because we're on a Friday night. Go back, scroll through some of our old videos. Check out the interviews with Hartson, Matty Everton, Jimmy Walker, Kenny Brown Jr. Sorry. Check all them ones out. one thing left to say. Come on, you irons.